Okay, guys. So this is a Saturday analysis for buying good real estate. I'm just closing up some programs on my laptop. Pardon me that. Okay, so here's a tip for buying good real estate. Any area with good drainage is a happy neighborhood and a successful neighborhood. Even if you have to bus your kids to school, if the area has good drainage, it's gonna be a good neighborhood. And what does good drainage look like in the case of Toronto? Um, I would term it as a over planning. They over planned it because uh, they re, relied they're relying mostly on pipes as drainage, and that to me is over planning because pipes will burst, they will age. So a good sign of good drainage is that every sort of like every house, every uh, building, every condominium or apartment building has grass around it. And what does grass do for drainage? Well, it's so with in terms of science, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that how a little bit goes a long way. With science, um, it's the same with cooking. Just a pinch of salt or a dash of spices, a little goes a long way. Same with science. So in terms of drainage, if you're looking at a neighborhood, it's got to have like grass near it. And what it does is the water is held by the soil, the grass drinks it, and it evaporates into the atmosphere. And it's like that, that much of grass will do all that. Is like surprisingly, yes, you just need sort of like a pinch of, a pinch of this, a pinch of that, a dash of that here and there. Um, Whereas, the normal person, the layman, they call it the layman, would think, oh, you need like a wide field of grass. Not necessarily. You don't need a wide field of grass, but every house around it has to have grass, or every apartment building around it has to have grass. It functions as drainage. If you rely solely on pipes and like sewers and stuff, you're over planning it because those things will fall apart. Whereas grass and soil, it's nature. You seed it, you put more soil on it. It's nature. But those other things made from concrete and metal will fall apart. So an area with good drainage, even if you have to bus your kids to school, or you have to own a car to go grocery store, your life there will be a lot more happy. Peace of mind, peace of mind. Because oh my God, the flooding and is a huge headache. Is a huge headache. So that's my take on over planning. And why do I put Toronto in the title? My prediction for Toronto in the future, right? Maybe after 2020, they're gonna have to demolish buildings for patches of grass. Yeah, that's my and if they can't afford to demolish residential, they're gonna start demolishing commercial buildings as businesses move away. As businesses move away, or as like residential apartments get too old, they're gonna demolish it for patches of grass that will function as drainage. And so eventually, Toronto. What's with Toronto? Everybody's wondering. It's a fixed land area by law. The government has says Toronto cannot grow any bigger. So this is all it gets, right? This is all it gets, and it's got to build all the homes and all the businesses inside there. It cannot expand by law. And then there's like suburbs around it, but it cannot expand because once you start expanding, you're using a farmland that's still producing food, so it cannot expand. So eventually, with what you got inside the city limits, Toronto and the municipal and suburbs and stuff, They're gonna have to rearrange stuff a little bit. Older stuff will be demolished for patches of grass. You in the future, you drive by, is like, why do they just put a patch of grass there? Why don't they put another building? It's for drainage. The water will be absorbed by the soil, and the grass will use it, and it will evaporate. It's like that's all it needs. Like, yeah, it's like cooking, just a dash of this, a dash of that. That's all it needs. You rely solely on gutters and stuff, they'll break apart. So that's sort of like the future of tomorrow. And how's that gonna impact prices? You know how prices are sky high now? It's gonna level down. It's gonna level down. Because it's so sky high because of all the hype and lack of supply, or entertainment and conveniences and amenities. It's gonna level down because those things will have to dissipate into, like, instead of building a big casino here, they would build it in the suburb. Instead of building another giant mall here, they'll build it in the suburb. All those things that amenities for entertainment and leisure is going to move out into the suburbs, and also manufacturing jobs and businesses which will have to spread out into suburbs, because within the city you had to start building patches of grass just for drainage. You can't just have one solid city full of just concrete pipes and gutters like Rome. You have to tear it down, the older stock, and just build patches of grass. Leave a patch of grass there. That's my prediction. But in the years to come, you'll see. I kid you not. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.